Hey everyone, Athland Elwin here. Today we're going to play some Nordhold Origins demo. So this game will be coming out March 25th of 2025, and it's on Steam. You can play the demo right now for free. The wishlisted as well. It's a tower defense roguelite style game, which I'm fond of, this style of gameplay. It also has some like resource management. Anyway, you'll see. I've played it for a while. As you can see, I have 67% discovered of the game. There's stuff still locked for the full version content. I've unlocked most of it. I haven't discovered this or this, so there's a couple things I still haven't touched on. And here, all of this gray ones are full version. These I have not unlocked, so there's still stuff I have to check out. We'll eventually get hero spells, attributes, so on and so forth. But yeah, let's jump in. And I already had a run going from a long time ago. I haven't played it in a while, so relearning how the game plays before it comes out. Increase life points of the tower gate or town gate. It's helpful. But I don't plan on taking any damage, so I don't care about that. Seal of consistency. You can no longer demolish towers, but all towers deal more damage. Spearhead. Oh, by the way, when you start your demo gameplay, a lot of stuff will be locked. This is one of them. You'll have to get this unlocked at some point where you can start with a relic, just so you know. So when you start playing and you don't get this screen, don't be confused. Oh, why did he get it and I didn't? You'll have to unlock it. So here we are. Spearhead. All towers deal 5% less damage. Increase the damage of the tower with the most DPS in the last wave to plus 100% instead. Interesting. Not going to do it though. Whenever you cast a spell, gain 2 gold. No. Spells are alright, but there's only a couple spells I like using, and if I don't get them RNG style, then I probably won't be casting spells. I'll probably still use them, but magic contract. Every time you leave the market, you will receive 20%, 30%, plus 30% spell damage. Interesting. And neurotic curse. Elemental or elite enemies have 25% less hit points. I might have to do this, actually. Not a huge fan of the rest, so we'll just grab this one. Alright, here's the gameplay. So here's my town gate. If the enemy gets here, I take life point damage. And depending on the enemy, it could take more than one. It could take 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know. This is the map where you'll place your towers. If I pick an arrow tower, for example, you can see there's height advantages. So this has a +1 to the damage, as opposed to these +0. There's a 2, there's a 3, I think there's 4 as well. So there's that. You also have this town, which will be your resource management. There's some stuff down here as well. Some of these start out unlocked already, like the houses. Here's where you get your peasants that you can assign, your workers rather, and you assign these before every wave to different resources. So per wave, once the wave ends, then you increase that amount of resource, and you use the resources to do things like build houses, hire workers. Down here in the lumberjack camp, I can assign workers here so I can get wood per wave. You can also unlock these upgrades, or the meta progression also has upgrades, but yeah, these increase the amount of wood production and stone production, gold production, also the population of your houses, which I really like. One thing I would recommend is starting off with your castle. You get these tax burden and economy budgets, where the tax burden, each worker generates a gold automatically, and you'll need gold to get these upgrades. And the economic budget, all building upgrades become cheaper, basically, by a percentage, which you'll need to do in the future. So it's good to get this early. So I'm going to spend my 10 here, and maybe I'll even go with the level 2 of it. Yeah, that way everything else in the future will be cheaper, from my upgrades rather. And in here, I could get houses so I can have better population. I only have 3 people right now, and I have enough to get another worker, so I'll go ahead and do that. That fills me up here, but if I get this, I should be able to buy another one, even though I won't be able to afford it because of my wheat. So I should probably build the mill. It's going to cost me some wood, but the mill is going to let me get wheat per wave. So let's go ahead and put 1 here. Let's put 1 for wood. And then the others... Well, let's hold off for now. I want to see what else I can do. So you can get a tavern, which is if your workers are in good moods because of this, then their productivity is increased. So this is a good building to have, but it's long term because you need wheat to produce beer. So you'll be generating wheat from the mill, but it won't be in your coffer here. It'll be going towards the tavern. Or it'll go towards the brewery, rather. You have to build the brewery to use wheat to build beer, which is used in the tavern, which makes your people's productivity better. So if you can get that chain going, everything would be a lot more prosperous, as it says. Over here we got the workshop, and this increases the town building costs. So this is also something that you kind of want in the future. However, before you go crazy with spending all of your starting resources, you should probably work on building some buildings or towers, because you'll lose if you don't build towers. So here's our tower list. There's only 8 towers available, but I think that might be all in the full version. I'm not sure. They might have more. Maybe. And they have outposts, which is not unlocked yet. But we've got arrow towers, volcano mortars, arc towers, a raven tower, frost tower, runestone tower, tornado tower, and a shadow tower. I've never used the shadow tower, but I've used... and the tornado. I've never used these two. Or the frost. Don't know why. I've used the rune tower a lot. Runestone tower. It's a very good one. It shoots a laser beam, basically, at one specific enemy until he dies. So it's pretty powerful. But, you know, it's situational, I think. Like all the towers are. In most tower defense games. So... yeah, I do enjoy an arc tower, lightning, that jumps from enemy to enemy. But that costs wood and stone. I do have 60 stone. The rune tower is stone and gold. I'm going to start off with a rune tower. And we're going to place it... I'm going to place it here on the 3 to give it better range. Yeah, it needs better range. Cool. And we'll leave it at that. 1 tower to start is usually okay. One more thing before we begin. You can level... the towers will level up. As they do damage to the enemies, they will gain experience, which allows you to level them up. You can level them up on your own when the opportunity comes up with gold, and the gold price goes cheaper the more enemies he kills. Or you can have it automatically level up the same thing over and over. Like, for example, this thing doesn't have a lot of range. I could auto level it in range, and every time it needs to level, it'll just automatically put it into range. Fire rate, unnecessary because it shoots a constant beam. Damage might be also what I need, so I'm just not gonna set an auto level right now, and we'll let the first wave play out. That's right, I did not assign my workers, I forgot. So let us... It's a good question. Let us get more wheat. I'll just dump my other 2 in wheat. You can also assign them over here if you don't want to go to the specific building. And I will build the workshop, so that way my future buildings are going to be cheaper. Or future towers, rather. Yeah, this reduces the tower cost. So I can build more towers, clearly. And yeah, here we go. And every time you advance or explore, it's going to randomly generate parts of the map. There they go. You saw the runestone tower at work. And eventually, the path will branch off. You can get multiple paths. So you never know. Every run is going to have different maps, which makes it the replayability pretty high. Alright, so now we got 50 wood. Could build another house. I cannot get this upgrade yet, but let's go ahead and get another house. And then another worker. And we'll put that on wood. And then we're good there. Let's see how we're going here. 10 gold for the upgrade. Only got 2. And I have not gotten this upgrade yet. That costs 19. Another way of getting gold, which you're going to need, is to build the trading post. So if you build this, then you'll just start generating gold every wave. So your playstyle is going to vary. You can start out with the trading post. You can start out with stone and gold mine. You can start out with the brewery. We've also got hero towers, which I don't ever really mess with, but this just increases your hero spells. We've also got the market, where you have the opportunity to get relics every 5 waves, which also you can see up here. Each wave will give you, like the next wave, once I'm done with this wave, it'll give me a banner choice, and you'll see what that means when it pops up. So we're good for now. Let's move on. I like this little circle-y do here at the bottom. So if I can get another runestone tower, I can stick one here, or maybe even here, and cover this whole area. As you can see, they just melt, which is exactly what I need. Alright, so another runestone tower is gonna need... I'm going to need 48 stone. I only have 25 currently. And I'll need a bunch more gold. Still can't build the trading post. Still can't get the tax burden. So since I'm out of gold and I can't get any more, I'm gonna need to build the gold mine. And I should be able to do that next wave. And I said we would see the banner choice, but that was only wave 2. We'll see it on wave 3 here after this one. So, economy phase, I'm good for now. Nothing else I can really do. Let's just move on. This one runestone tower may not be cutting it, but seems to be working alright so far. Now, there's trees and rocks and stuff on the map. They will restrict you, and you cannot remove them. Just so you know. Alright, here's your banner choices. So there's different rarities, rare, common, common, and they will change your tower's attacks and utility. So this first one, Trinity, with the power of the runestone tower is distributed across 3 beams to attack different enemies. So the damage is split between 3 different beams, so 41% of the damage that is doing will be in each beam instead of 100%. So each beam is weaker, but he can hit up to 3 enemies, which is awesome because it only shoots 1 enemy at a time. However, the distribution of the damage is... Again, you'll need to use strategy. So I would get this later, but not right now. Increase the fire rate of towers in the radius of the runestone tower. So if I had towers nearby the runestone, they would increase in their fire rate, which is cool. Runestone towers increase their damage for each second they continuously attack the same target. This is good for bosses, and since my one rune tower is in the back, anything that gets through my front lines of towers, the back runestone tower should kill it. In theory, I want to get the rare, but we're just going to have to go with this instead for now. And alright, so let's go up here and get our gold mine. So now we'll take 1 off of the wheat and put it on gold, so I can get 5 gold per wave. And let's see if there's anything else I can do. It doesn't look like it. I'm also going to need the quarry so I can get more stone for another rune tower. And since this is all I have, he's leveled up. Now that he's leveled, everything costs 0. So, yeah, once the level up appears, you get a free point to spend. So let's put it in... Let's put it in range. Actually, let's put it in damage. Yeah, that way if anything gets through. And I'll go ahead and I'll spend what stone I have for now on an arc tower. And I did say I wanted to put a runestone right here. You know what? Actually, I might still do that and then put my arc tower on this 3. Because that's still going to cover a wide area. And I can put another one here. There's a 4 right here. I don't know. Yeah, let's stick with the 4. And we'll see what we got from that. We got a lot of wheat. Wonder if I can get another worker. 80 is when I'll be able to get my next worker. Alright. Let us continue. So now we're moving up to the northeast. And then back to the southeast. Just doing a big loop around. Which could be good, because then I can fill up this area as a kill box. Okay, so my arc tower is doing a bit of damage. Weakening the horde before they get to me. Good. Alright, so now we got... What is this? Oracle choice? Choose your future. Path of expansion, Oracle effect. In the next 5 waves, your tower construction costs are reduced by 25%, but the cost reduction of tower upgrades per wave is no longer applied. Oh. So whatever I've upgraded my tower with doesn't apply in the next 5 waves, or forever? I don't know. And the next 5 waves, spell damage is increased. I don't have any spells yet, so that's pointless. And I can re-roll them. Yeah, let's do that. Next 5 waves, no elites will appear. That could be good to keep me alive. Next 5 waves, the chance of encountering uncommon banners increases. Let's just go with no elites for now. I don't think I'm ready for elites yet. And then at wave 5, which is after this next wave, we will get a hero to choose from. And let's see. I could build 1 archer tower. Let's see, I could put it here. Just to get a little bit more weakening of the enemy, but I would love to save 35. So if I spend 9, I'll be down to 21. And I'll get 20 more. Which should be 41. Should be enough. Yeah. Let's go ahead and put an archer tower here. Let's see what happens. Okay. The initial archer tower to start's very slow to attack, as you can clearly see. But this looks like an easy enough wave to tackle. No problem. Alright, here's our heroes. So each hero will randomly give you passive abilities. Tower upgrades are -1. Looks like lightning jumps, maybe. Any tower, like a lightning tower that jumps, is increased by 1. And this is tower upgrades, -1 gold per level. This guy has gold per worker in gold mine increases, and he also brings me 100 wood immediately. And this guy, volcano mortar fire rate goes up, and spell energy goes up. Now, spell energy is good because you only get 1 or 2, maybe it's 2 spell casts per wave. So this would mean I can shoot my spell 4 times. But it also depends on what spells we have. Now, I really like the devastation spell. This is one of my favorites. It kills 5 random enemies. So if I just hold my 2 spells, so I can, in theory, with 2 mana or 2 spell casts, I can kill 10 random enemies. And if I hold off until they get too close to my town gate, then I should be able to double click this spell and just wipe out whoever's left. Now, with his spell energy +2, I should be able to cast it 4 times, which is 20 enemies. So if 20 enemies pop out of the enemy gate, I could just kill them all, in theory, except for bosses and elites. I'm going with this guy just because it's my favorite spell. The rest of the spells, I mean, I can go through them all. You got Arcane Strike, just a blast of a spell radius doing some damage. You also got Explosion, same thing. This rains down damage on the enemies in a spot and inflicts weakness. Lightning Strike, self-explanatory, also jumps. And we got a Chain Lightning, which also jumps. I do like the lightning spells, but they're not nearly as good as just straight up killing random enemies. I don't care about the Volcano Mortar at all. It's a decent tower, but never has been my favorite style of tower. Now give me a cannon, I'll take a cannon, but a Volcano Mortar? I don't know. I really do enjoy the Raven Tower if I can afford it. It's pretty expensive to start and will increasingly get more expensive, but it has, like it says, massive range. It's basically a sniper rifle. It has very low fire rate. It shoots once every like 2 or 3 seconds, maybe even longer, 4 or 5 seconds, but it does crazy amounts of damage. And its range, it can basically go from here to somewhere in this area. So it can shoot almost halfway across the map. So it's a good backline tower in case if anything's getting through. It could just wipe them out. So, what do we got now? Oh yeah, we wanted to... Ooh, what happened? I only have 31 wood. I thought I was going to have more. I miscalculated. I said I would go from 20 to 21. I don't know. My math was stupid. Well, I'm not getting my quarry yet. I do have, however, 12 gold. Let's see. Can I get anything here? I could hire... I have enough wheat for another worker. Let's do that. And let's put him in the gold mine. Yeah, that looks good. And I will move on. Oh yeah, so here's the spells down here. You can activate them with the keyboard, Q and E. So Q is going to be my button of choice. Boom. It doesn't tell me how many enemies are on the screen, but I'll give you an example of the spell I'm talking about. Boom, 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 boom. There. I basically took out half of the wave. But I'd rather my towers do a lot of the damage before they get near the end of the path, and then whatever's left I'll just wipe out with all of my spell. That's my strategy anyway, and it seemed to work. It seems to work pretty well. In the past it worked pretty well. Ooh, here we go. Okay, so I have a legendary from my Runic Fire Aura. Increases the fire rate of towers in the radius of the rune stone tower. The fire rate. So the fire rate goes up by 7%. So depending on the rarity, the percentages go up. My arc tower will jump more and a better distance. I'm just going to have to get the legendary and put a Raven tower right next to it so it can increase its attack speed at some point in the future, if I can ever afford it. As you can see, I haven't been able to afford a tower for a while, so resource management, there you go, guys. Alright, the arc tower, I would like to give him a faster fire rate. And as a matter of fact, we'll just auto level that one. And I feel like the same thing with my archer tower. We're just going to auto level him on the fire rate as well. And this is the radius that towers need to be in for it to take effect. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I already used the high point. Yeah, I did. But this will be good for the Raven tower. Yeah. Alright, so I've got 51. We'll put that there. And where should I put... Okay, I need more gold, or more wood rather. Let's go ahead and take one off of the gold mine, one off the wheat. Let's put one here on the wood and one on the stone. There we go. I like that increased amount. Gold's really, really good, and I should probably look into spending it. Let me get the tax burden now that I can afford it. So now I'm getting 11 gold per wave. And we are on wave 6. Market offers in wave 8. And the boss wave is on wave 10. Let's go ahead and go forward. See how this goes. Okay, they're not even getting to my rune tower yet. But they will. But they're no match for the rune tower. There's a couple guys with the blue. They're a bit stronger. As you would have guessed. So we're down to a lot of... I'm going to start killing them off. Oh, one guy got through. Okay, so my strategy does not always work, as you saw, but for the most part it does, just so you know. Alright, Runestone. Let's give you better damage again. And this requires 26 gold, which I quite won't have. I'll have 25 next wave. So I'm not going to get that. I could, however... could, however, get this so I can get more gold, but it costs 4. And that'll increase each worker by 3, so I should be able to get enough. Yeah, let's do that. And now, no, it actually decreased the amount I'm gonna get. Well, not decreased, but instead of getting 25, I spent 4, and now I'm going to get 22. But I will get the trading post. And within the trading post, you can get trading ships with some wood, which I will be able to buy next wave. And this produces gold without me using the gold mine. So that is what I want. And hopefully I can withstand this wave. Another little turnaround here, another little horseshoe, which I really like. There's a lot of enemies. Let's see how we hold. Nordhold. I can't wait for this full version to come out with all the new unlocks. I'm going to be playing this game a lot. Alright, let's start killing them off. That's it. My runestone tower is holding it down. But the blue guys might be an issue. We shall see. They will not be an issue. Good. No damage on this wave. And here's your market. If you have enough gold, you can buy one of these items that they have for sale. Next one opens in wave 13. I can't buy anything, so I'm not even going to look at them. Alright, let's go down to the trading post and get my trading ships. So now I'm getting 19 gold per wave, which means I can reduce that, increase this, and I would like another runestone, so I need more stone. I don't feel like I need wheat as much right now, so give me yeah, give me more wood, The reason why I'm getting more wood right now is because I want to get this. It increases each of the houses I have built with another population slot. So I have 6 workers, 2 houses. This will increase the 2 houses I have an extra slot of worker, which means I should have 8 workers if I get this instead of 6. In theory. Okay. I feel like I need to put something down. I don't want to spend my stone. Let's just see what happens. Oh, they split and there's an island. Interesting. I know I only have 3 towers. And you're probably telling yourself, why? This is a tower defense game, right? Why don't you have a lot of towers? Well, because I can't afford them. You gotta start with your economy early, or else it's probably not gonna work out in your favor. As many losses as I took playing this game, trying to figure it out. Economy first. Alright, let's start taking them down. This is a beefy wave. They're still coming. Okay, that blue guy is the last. And they're getting through. Ouch. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna lose. And just so you know, when you get to a point where you're gonna lose, it usually comes very fast. I'm still alive. Alright, new banner. So increase the fire rate of my arrow towers. Increase the critical hit from my arc tower. Except for the jumps. Or my arc tower hits deal increased damage against enemies with more than 70% health. That could be good. And then I can put an arc tower up front, which I can afford now. Maybe. But I also have another runestone tower. Let's just get that. And then here in the next 5 waves, the honor gained is doubled. Now, normally this is really good because the honor that you gain throughout each run is your meta progression. That's how you unlock stuff in the main menu screen. So this would be something that I would buy once I got the demo in the beginning. Or this is something I would get immediately. It took me a while to figure out what honor was, but yeah, once you get enough honor, you can unlock everything. Here, next 5 waves, your tower construction costs are reduced by 25%. See, I don't want that either because I don't want the cost reduction of the tower upgrades per wave is no longer applied. The cost reduction. In the next 5 waves. So this only applies for the next 5 waves. I see. Regardless, I'm going to re-roll it. The honor one again. And for the next 5 waves, your workers work 25% more efficiently and the enemies move faster. I don't like that. Let's re-roll. Use the last one. Uncommon banners in the next 5 or spell damage. This is not going to affect me because I'm just killing enemies straight out. So we'll just get uncommon banners, I guess. Okay. Now, with this one, he has the upgrade or the rune. Wonder if it shows anywhere. Doesn't look like it shows me what the rune is. I've got my Nordic curse down below, but the rune that I got from my runestone tower is not apparent. And I wanted to double check it. If I'm not mistaken, it increases the attack speed, the attack rate, the fire rate of enemies around it. I was thinking about putting my other runestone tower next to it, but almost seems pointless because the fire rate's absurd. So why don't we just weaken them up front? 51 stone and 48, so I can't get both of these. I can only get one or the other. I'm gonna get another runestone. And I think I'm gonna put it. Man, this rock right here. I wish that rock wasn't there. This is not a good tower. I mean, it might weaken some of the enemies, but not a lot of them. feel like putting this tower here is going to get me killed. An arc tower, on the other hand, might be better. Might be better here. Huh. Well, let's try this. And then I'll save up again for another runestone, which will take me 2 more waves, and by then I will have the boss. So I do need to really pay attention here. The boss is coming up. Still don't have enough wood. Do have a lot of gold though. Let me see if I can get some increases here. Wood, give me the oak crusher. Stone, give me the granite grip. The castle, give me another tax burden. That's maxed out. And that's all the gold. So now I'll be getting a lot more wood and a lot more stone per wave. And maybe another archer tower just to be on the safe side. We'll go here. So we got 2 archers here. We got 2 arc towers. Alright, let's see what happens. See how this arc tower does at weakening the horde. Okay, here comes the boss. He's probably going to destroy me. By the way, the boss, Grimlock, he's the same every single time. If he gets to your town gate, I believe he does all 20 of your hit points. So you have to make it, you have to kill him to make it past wave 10. He's already taken some damage, which is helpful. But with all the other enemies in the way, he's not taking a lot. Let's go ahead and wipe him out. Just so my other towers will hit the boss. I don't think we're going to make it. I really don't. I don't think my runestone tower is going to be strong enough. This might be the enemy, folks. And if you kill the boss, then he drops a treasure chest, which gives you another relic, I believe. Alright, quarter of the way dead. See how the runestone does. Not good enough. Didn't even get him halfway. There you have it. Watch me die. Yep. Alright. Yeah, you can see here, new high score on bonus honor. So you get honor per run that you have. And then you can go in here to unlock all the perks. However, I have unlocked all of them to max, and everything else is full content version only. But as you can see, there's a ton of upgrades for meta progression when the game comes out. But there you go. This is Nordhold Origins. Hope you guys enjoy. Wish listed on Steam. Get the demo. Try it out for yourself. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. Maybe a like if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Later on.